The North Pole is gone. Now you're questioning
Now I'm
yourself.
questioning it.
What color is Tony the Tiger's nose?
Patrick Swayze, he died, he's dead, and he...
Is he? It goes deeper. This one blew my mind.
The world is not as you know it. You are wrong about everything that you think you're right about. Yes? Even that. Hey, I'm Silas Kade. I'm joined here today with Liv, and we're going to be going over some Mandela Effect stuff. I thought it'd be kind of fun if maybe we do this kind of like a quiz. Liv, you just sort of set up like, hey, how do you remember this sort of thing? And we'll see if I actually manage to get that right.
Yeah, I think that's a great starting point. I do have way more to go over with the Mandela Effect than I was expecting.
Really?
Let's just get into it.
All right.
So my experience with the Mandela Effect, I've experienced it twice in my life. The first time is the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland.
Yeah.
I have a strong memory of being a child. And when you get to, Madame Leota, the seance room,
Yeah.
when it comes to that, I have a strong memory of the lights fading onto a figure of Eddie Murphy from the movie. And he's sitting in a chair freaking out like he does in the scene from the movie.
Like how they added Jack Sparrow into Pirates. They added Eddie Murphy into Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, that never happened.
So it's not like they did it and you remember it before it happened. It literally never happened.
It never happened. And then the other one is the movie Blind Spotting. Came out in 2019. Stars Daveed Diggs, and I don't remember who the other guy is because all I remember is that it starred Eminem. I swear to God, I remember seeing his name on the poster. He was in the advertising. It was Eminem was in the movie.
Yeah, that's not Eminem.
It's not.
That's not Eminem.
Yeah.
Wait, so also, I just want to go back on the Haunted Mansion here real quick. Is that a common one? Like, do other people remember Eddie
Not
Murphy?
that I know of.
Okay.
Not that I'm familiar with.
It's like a personal Mandela effect that's
Both
just
of these
you.
are personal. Well, the other one, my husband also believes.
Okay, so there's at least two confirmed people who
For
believe
Blind
that
Spotting.
Eminem was
But
in Blind
Haunted
Spotting.
Mansion is just, I'm special. I'm
Okay.
the only one that saw it. So.
The Mandela Effect one that gets me the most is the Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah.
Like,
You
because
mentioned
it's just insane to me. I firmly remember there being a cornucopia behind the fruit. And there isn't one. There never was one. But that's like, usually when I hear Mandela Effect stuff, I go, that makes sense, I misremembered it. That one, I'm like, no, I know what I saw. I know what I saw, and there was a cornucopia there.
And that one to me is like, okay, well, it's Thanksgiving, so I get where that came from.
It's always Thanksgiving when you wear your underwear.
Fruit of the Loom. It's always Thanksgiving. Okay, so you want the quiz?
let's do it.
All right. Only you can prevent forest fires is the saying of whomst.
Smokey the Bear?
Sorry, say that one more time.
Smokey the Bear?
It's Smokey Bear, not Smokey the Bear.
Oh. Yeah, I guess it's still Kermit the Frog, right?
It's Kermit Frog.
It's Kermit Frog!
You probably already know this one. What is the famous line that Darth Vader says to Luke Skywalker in The Empire Strikes Back?
Oh, no, I do know this one, because this is a famous one.
Is that what he says?
Yeah, he says that.
Okay.
He says, Luke, this is a famous one. I know this one, actually. You know, a lot of people think I say this one way, but I say it a different way. So let me see if I actually remember what it is, because usually it's misremembered as Luke, I am your father.
Yeah.
But I believe he actually says, Obi-Wan never told you about your father. Luke says, he told me you killed him. No, I am your father.
Yes.
Yes.
He says, no, I am your father.
I understand why people would normally say, Luke, I am your father. Because that immediately puts it in the context of the movie.
Yeah.
If you just say, I am your father, it's almost kind of meaningless. But if you're saying, Luke, I am your father, people immediately recognize you're referencing Empire.
That's where I think a lot of these like quote ones come from, is like, there's a lot of these that have parodies of plenty of each of these scenes. And I think a lot of people are just mixing up the parodies that they've seen over time with the original scene.
Yeah.
Describe the famous scene from Risky Business.
Dun 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 dun. Tom Cruise comes out, he's wearing socks, underwear, he's wearing like a button-down shirt, it's tucked into his underwear.
Yeah.
And he slides out.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, cool!
The misconception is that he's wearing sunglasses.
Oh, he's not wearing sunglasses?
Yes, which again,
Oh.
I think comes from the poster of Risky Business. He's wearing sunglasses, and it's like the famous poster. He's like, doing the thing. As well, every parody I have seen of Risky Business gives him sunglasses.
That makes sense. Because just like with Luke, I Am Your Father and Beam Me Up, Scotty, the sunglasses help remind you...
signal that this is what we're referencing.
Yeah. Also, I don't think I mentioned it when I said the description, but I did kind of picture him with sunglasses in my head, so yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
True or false? Patrick Swayze died of pancreatic cancer in 2009. Now you're questioning yourself.
Now I'm questioning it because I am... Okay, Patrick Swayze, he died, he's dead. And he...
Is he?
Yes, he's dead. If you're about to tell me Patrick Swayze isn't dead...
Let's bring him out.
Oh God, Patrick! So Patrick Swayze, he did die. I'm pretty sure it was of pancreatic cancer, and 2009 sounds about right. So what the hell part of that is wrong?
That is correct. Patrick Swayze did die of pancreatic cancer in 2009.
So you just threw a curveball at me there.
No, there are numerous people who say they distinctly remember reading or hearing about the actor beating cancer and recovering.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, weird. I remember it being like us all talking about it as a tragedy. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, there.
Kind of sucks that also it's backwards of what Nelson Mandela got, where he died in prison, and Swayze lives. That's unfortunate.
Well, I do love that when the Mandela Effect was coined, he was alive, and so you could be like, no, he's still alive. Now people no, he died in prison. No, he was still alive. Oh, so he's alive? No,
he died later.
Well, I think if we've learned anything here so far, it's that we forget things.
We forget things.
I don't
think
we've proved anything about the Mandela Effect as much as it's easy to forget things.
Yeah.
I don't think any of these, for me at least, seem of like, oh yeah, there's some weird reality shit going on here.
Even the ones that I've gotten wrong, I don't feel like I've reacted to as if reality
Not as strongly
has shifted.
as Fruit of the Loom for you.
Fruit of the Loom, I feel it in my bones that the world around me is wrong and that I am right.
From what I've noticed so far, it seems like most people that believe in the Mandela Effect believe it for their personal experiences with ones that they have a strong emotional reaction to. What color is Tony the Tiger's nose?
Black?
What color is Tony the Tiger's nose?
Pink?
What color is Tony the Tiger's nose?
Red? I don't know. Which is
blue.
It? It's blue?
It's blue.
It's not blue.
It's blue.
It's not. No, we have a case in the other room. I'm getting it right now.
Okay, I don't even have to look it up. Okay.
I'm getting it now. We don't have Frosted Flakes. I firmly remember us having Frosted Flakes in the house.
We've never bought Frosted Flakes before.
Mandela Effect.
So here he is.
Yeah.
See.
Oh, it is blue.
It is blue.
Yeah, I remember that.
And now you do.
Yeah.
You were pretty strongly against it for a second there.
Yeah.
Or
no,
did you forget about that.
It is weird though when you see it and I'm like, oh yeah. No, okay, that doesn't feel wrong.
Again, I think that's just a memory thing. I feel like a lot of these come up from people just finding trivia facts that they couldn't remember the answer to and then being upset when they were wrong.
Yeah.
No, it has to be black. Otherwise I don't get my points for a free beer.
Cause yeah, finding out that I was wrong, I was like, no, that's not right. But then when you see it, I don't feel like I shifted into another reality. I just feel like, oh, huh, okay, yeah.
I have an important question.
Yes.
Is it cup noodles or cuppa noodles?
It's cup noodles.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, was it not?
That was a trick question.
Oh.
It was cuppa noodles up until 1993 when they changed it to cup noodles.
Wow.
So, not a Mandela Effect. Describe Frosty the Snowman in his original cartoon.
The Rankin Bass one?
Yes.
Well, he has a top hat. He's made of a big bottom ball and a medium-sized top ball. 2 balls, not 3. He's got arms and legs, not sticks.
What's he wearing?
Well, he's got a top hat, and he doesn't have a scarf. No, he doesn't have a scarf. Does he have a corncob pipe like in the song? I feel like the answer there is yes. He has a top hat and a pipe and nothing else. He is nude other than those things.
He was wearing shoes.
He was wearing shoes?
No, he wasn't.
Oh. Is it weird?
Sorry, it's really fun to fuck with you on these.
I feel like if he were wearing shoes, he would look nakeder.
Yes, he would.
He would look much nakeder.
They did give him mittens, though.
They did?
No.
Okay. Hear me out on this one. If they gave Frosty the Snowman mittens, he would not look naked.
No, but if they gave him shoes, he would look very naked.
Why is that?
Here's the crazy thing about Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
You look this fucker up. He's wearing a scarf sometimes.
Oh.
He's not in the original cartoon.
Does he wear a scarf in Frosty's Winter Wonderland?
Yes, he does. He also wears one very commonly in like Christmas decorations. So again, I don't think that's the Mandela effect. I think people are just remembering seeing that mascot in other places. It's like going to Disneyland and seeing Mickey with his blazer, and being like, oh, I don't remember him wearing a shirt. No, he just wears something. He wears something nice here.
Yeah.
Describe Uncle Sam's attire for me.
He's got the top hat that's got a, stripes. I believe it's got the band of blue with the stars around it.
We're sure on his hat?
His hat does not have a band of blue around it. I mean, I put one there when I made this hat. It's had a rough time since the Gilligan video.
Go watch the Gilligan video. It's up here? Up here?
It's up there, and the hat's in better shape in that one. The finale hat's still doing okay.
Yeah, so that's not what his hat looks like. Are you ready for this? You ready for this?
Yes. It doesn't have the red?
It doesn't have stripes.
I feel like he is wrong.
I'm pretty sure in later iterations he does, but for all these like classic posters from the like what was it, World War II? Yeah. I believe. World War One. It's one of the World Wars.
Okay.
For all those posters, he does not have the stripes on his hat.
Huh. It looks wrong.
I don't think it looks fine.
Would you add red stripes to it?
Yeah, but I look at this image and I go, yeah, that's what it looked like.
I don't know. It looks off the more I look at it.
So do you feel like there's been a reality shift here? Because, you can definitely look up a picture of Uncle Sam that has that hat. Mm-hmm. It's not like it's a thing that we've all, like, just not realized. Like, he is drawn that way many times with that hat. It's just the original image just doesn't have it.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like I'm in a reality shift, but I do feel like they should have workshopped the image until they came up with the red stripes, because it's a better call.
I agree. And that's my quiz.
All right.
I'm going to give you a couple bullshit ones.
Okay.
That I think are worth bringing up. A lot of people believe, they swear by the fact that the Mona Lisa was smiling.
Isn't the cool thing about the Mona Lisa that when you look at her mouth, she isn't smiling, but when you look at her eyes, it does feel like she's smiling?
Exactly.
That's not the Mandela effect.
That's not the Mandela effect.
That's just like that's cool optical illusion. That's how it works.
Yeah. No, but people insist it's Mandela effect.
I feel like that's like if you look at that optical illusion, if you look at that figure, that's the bar U shape on one side and the three pipes on the other, and then you start claiming...
What?
It's an optical illusion. It used to be in the back of the Apple Jacks box. What? I don't know. This was like...
I think it's the Mandela effect. I don't think it existed.
Apple Jacks used to
He's always looked like this.
No! Apple Jacks used to have an optical illusion panel on the back of the box, and it ran that way for years.
The Cinnamon character was never racist. It was all Mandela effect, actually.
Wild.
What if companies start using the Mandela effect to make you forget that they ever did anything wrong?
We didn't have a racist character.
We never had a racist character. Look, we went back. I mean, no, if you go back... It's always been this way.
We just shifted you into a different universe.
They could put like thousands of dollars into making ads from the 2000s, making them look authentic and being like, no, see? Always look this way. Those other ones are fake. Those are AI.
Yeah.
Those are AI.
Those are AI. So, let me put it this way then. It's like if you look at that optical illusion that's a rabbit or a duck, depending on how you look at it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like saying... No, I saw a duck. I saw a duck. Mandela effect. No, it's
No, that's the point.
It's a point. That's
Yeah.
the point. Some people do see a rabbit and some people see a duck.
Some people see the chalice, some people see two faces.
Yeah. It's like...
It's an optical illusion.
I saw two faces, but you're telling me that's a chalice? I'm from the Two Faces universe.
Another one that I think is ridiculous is the Sinbad genie movie called Shazaam.
Yeah.
That one's got a lot of followers.
That one's just racism, right? Like, that's just people not being able to tell black people apart.
Yeah, no, because there is a movie called Kazaam with Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, with Shaquille O'Neal as a genie.
I do love, on the Mandela Effect Wiki,
Which is a thing,
and we will be going into very deeply.
Oh, good.
I can't wait.
The gleam in her eye.
Sinbad is denied ever being in the movie, and Mandela Effect believers think it to be another example of the Mandela Effect. I would believe that this was the Mandela Effect if they had asked Sinbad and he went, actually, I almost was in a genie movie. You know, that for me would have been the Mandela Effect. If he was like, actually, I almost did a similar project. If he has no recollection, he wants people to leave him alone, then it's not the Mandela Effect.
Yeah. But then you could pinpoint it back to a decision made earlier on that would have branched off into a different universe.
Exactly.
Because that's what multiverse is built from. The multiverse is built from different decisions or different random events that could have branched off into other realities where the random event went differently or the decision was made differently.
Yeah.
This is just white people being unable to tell black people apart.
I haven't gotten to the best part.
This is just racism.
Apparently some people actually have an old VHS tape of the movie, but it doesn't play. This cannot be confirmed though, because all evidence of the movie seems to have been wiped out of existence.
Show me the VHS. That's just a VHS cover! My favorite part is the pull quote from the critic that just says pure magic, but it does not cite an actual publication of any kind.
It does claim to be a 20th Century Fox movie, I can see.
Well, you know, I have a VHS tape of the Krusty Krab training video.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean this was a real training video.
Well, yeah, it does. Look, it says right here. It says, not for resale, property of the Krusty Krab.
Yeah, and flushable wipes say you can put them in the toilet. Don't do it.
That's the thing, though, is like there are researchers, like physicists, that are studying the Mandela Effect.
Oh, cool.
There is an organization called CERN that is looking into this idea of mass delusion, as they call it, about creating portals to alternate dimensions. They take it very seriously, you know?
Well, I can see why. I mean, I think there is something kind of fascinating from like a psychological perspective of like, why have so many people all glommed onto similar false experiences? That's really interesting.
Yeah. The problem is that it's easy to grab onto that and come up with a narrative that you want to be true, and that's where we get into conspiracy territory.
Okay.
And that brings me to the next part of our video.
Yes.
There are people who believe that CERN is actually causing the Mandela Effect.
Like their research has opened up the portals?
So they're working on a thing called the Large Hadron Collider.
Yes.
It's a big fancy physics thing.
It's a big collider.
They think that every time they fire this collider, the Mandela Effect takes place.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say the Mandela Effect takes place, but I suppose every time you fire a collider, you're making a decision and thus creating a branching reality. Before you go on, I couldn't help but notice that this is the Mandela Effect Wiki, right?
Yes.
So their acronym is MU. And on top
that's
of
why
that,
it's called that.
On top of that, they have chosen a Pokemon to represent the Mew. And the Pokemon they've gone with, you'll never guess it. That's right.
It's Mew.
It's Pikachu.
That's not Pikachu. That's Mew.
Mandela Effect!
They also put it in the SpongeBob font.
It's the SpongeBob font.
Here's a theory. The first Mandela Effect.
Okay.
On March 30th, 2010, the Large Hadron Collider set a new record for high-energy collisions. They collided proton beams at a combined energy level of 7 TeV. This marked the beginning of the main research program of LHC. Many Mandela Effect enthusiasts have theorized that CERN has activated a particle collider that could be so high energy that it's ripping a hole in the fabric of space and time, thus causing the Mandela Effect. That may sound crazy, but I have a possible piece of evidence that you might find intriguing.
Okay.
On May 8th, 2010, less than 2 months after the high-energy collision record, a YouTuber named Els Bells uploaded a video titled Mandela Effect, Luke, I Am Your Father.
Okay.
The term Mandela Effect was coined later that year, although some sources claim it was coined in 2009.
Maybe it was coined in 2009, but then we shifted to a reality where it was coined later.
So the video's title was probably changed at some point. That's also possible. It shows the iconic scene in The Empire Strikes Back where Darth Vader, in the midst of a lightsaber duel with Luke Skywalker, tells him that he is his father. The video's audience naturally expects Vader to say, Luke, I am your father, only for him to say, no, I am your father. Mm-hmm. A clip of Stewie from Family Guy saying, say what, is then played. I still haven't found any videos, articles, blogs, etc. pertaining to the crazy examples of mass misremembering. This could mean that Luke, I Am Your Father is one of, if not the first, Mandela Effect.
Luke, I Am Your Father is like the most understandable one. Perhaps more than almost any other thing on this. It's the one that I can most point to as, oh yeah, no, I can see why we would have changed
I can pull up the video. It's evidence.
It's evidence?
This is a piece of evidence, and you should find it intriguing.
All right, show me the evidence. I want to see the evidence.
No, I am your father. Say what?
If that doesn't convince you that that's the first Mandela Effect...
Yeah, I mean, Stewie did say what? That's ironclad. I love the dry description like you would in an art history paper. A clip of Stewie from Family Guy saying, say what, is then played.
As if that gives it some more credibility.
Oh yeah.
So here's an article called How People Believe CERN Alters Realities. Mm-hmm. As previously stated in the CERN article, while not everyone, lots of people in the Mandela Effect community believe the European Nuclear Organization, CERN, to be the sole creators of the Mandela Effect, whether they know it or not. This article may be updated someday to include more theories, but for now, we'll be discussing 4 main theories. Theory number 1. In July 2019, a dimension-jumping artist named Nick Hinton posted a thread to Twitter treading back to the 2012 phenomenon. The 2012 phenomenon was when people believed the world was going to end, exactly or around the time of December 21st, 2012. I remember this.
I remember that too. It's another theory. And you know, that's the thing about conspiracy theories is they love looping in other conspiracy theories.
Yes.
It just sort of helps give them all validation. Even though so many of them are mutually exclusive, they'll be like, no. This is all true. Except the parts that don't make sense when you fit them together.
No, and basically, I can just sum this one up.
Yeah.
This is basically trying to piece together what happened that day, and basically says, no. The world as we knew it did end. We entered an alternate reality on December 21st, 2012.
Yeah.
And we've been living in this alternate reality of the Mandela Effect, the Mandela reality, ever since.
Interesting. You know, if it turned out that the world as we knew it ended in 2012, and we've just been safely living in an alternate reality and nothing meaningful really changed, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been enjoying this one a lot more anyway.
Yeah.
So that was theory number 1.
Okay.
Updates to that article coming soon. Theory 2?
When was this written?
Coming soon. Coming soon.
What? They don't even have a title.
They don't even have a title.
That's just 4 theories.
But there are 4 theories.
There are 4 theories.
This was updated last 3 years ago. We'll never know.
We'll never know what it is.
This is supposed to be the defining source of all Mandela Effect knowledge.
Have we considered the possibility that theories 2 through 4 were close
in the other
to the
reality?
I was gonna say they're too close to the truth.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the crazy thing. If you go other places on the wiki,
yeah,
you'll find other theories. They're just not.
But those 3 theories.
So there's also the Donald Trump theory.
Oh God, of course there is.
There's always got to be a Donald Trump theory.
Yeah.
Okay, I know this is a weird one, but just hear me out. Some people who were surprised when they found out all the way back in 2017 that Donald Trump had been elected have come up with a theory to explain how what they thought to be an event extremely unlikely to happen actually did. The theory goes that in sorta the normal reality, Donald Trump was never elected. And I guess maybe Hillary Clinton became president, most likely. That is what
I guess maybe the other person running against him probably... That feels right.
The other part of the theory is that Hillary Clinton probably won. Well, who knows?
Who knows?
So, like, you don't live in that reality, so, like, whatever. But this must have made CERN unhappy, because they decided to tamper with our reality by shifting us into one where Donald Trump was elected. I personally don't believe in this theory.
Okay, so...
But supposed physics have been saying... supposed physics have been saying Donald Trump won't be elected this year. So if he actually is, maybe there's some truth to this theory.
So CERN, a research organization, would have a vested interest into shifting us into a reality wherein one of the most aggressively anti-science presidents was elected, and this benefits them...
Well, they were unhappy. It says here they were unhappy, and they decided to tamper with our reality. So they don't even claim that it was some sort of like ulterior motive to do with politics. Mm-hmm. They just claim that CERN felt like it one day because they were angry. This one's called "The CERN Logo Has Changed."
A place's logo changed? Shit.
Ah, good old CERN. That's a topic of discussion.
That was this wiki entry starts?
Yes. Ah, good old CERN.
I like the casual vibe they're bringing.
Yeah. Good old CERN. That's a topic of discussion. Well, anyways. The original CERN logo, at least to people who were from said reality, used to look like this. And you can see the image right here.
Yes.
It's CERN's logo, as they claim it was. Fittingly, it was a logo that looked like it was just a connected mashup of the letters 666. However, it now appears throughout history like this.
Shit.
Which looks like the letters 66666.
Oh shit! We got it's Devil Plus.
And in my opinion, it looks pretty trippy. Not gonna lie. Even when you look at old videos about CERN, the logo is like this, which proves it wasn't just the case of a logo changing through time, and only a small amount of people noticing the alterations / redesign.
Oh, that's...
It proves it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
because it's been that way in the past, it proves that they changed it.
Yep.
It's not possible that people just misremembered this abstract logo that is, abstract and easy to misremember.
Are you telling me that people remember this logo in a more simplified format?
As if their brain was filling in the blanks? Well, here's a Mandela Effect.
Yeah.
You know the NASA logo?
Yeah.
I remember it. I remember the NASA logo looking like that.
Nah.
And for years I thought it was the Mandela Effect.
And then you just remembered Napa Auto Parts exists?
Yeah, Napa Auto Parts, yeah. But it could be that this might have been the NASA logo in another alternate timeline.
That's probably what happened. In fact, I mean, who's to say Napa Auto Parts wasn't just a space exploration organization in a different universe?
Auto Parts for what? Cars? Or something else?
A lot of autos. Follow the breadcrumbs.
So now we're gonna get into some crazy Mandela effects that you cannot explain.
Okay, yeah. Throw them at me. I want them. I need them. I gotta have them.
Many people who study the Bible and religion remember Isaiah 11:6 being, "The lion shall lie down with the lamb, and the bear shall eat grass like the ox, and the child shall play on the hole of the asp, and nothing shall hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain." But now, if you read that section of the Bible, it now says, "The wolf shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them." To be honest, I'm not super religious. I do believe in God, but I do not go to church or have a Bible.
You just got...
But I can confirm, this Mandela Effect officially creeps me out. Well, that's that.
What a way to wrap up a Wikipedia page. Every Wikipedia page on actual Wikipedia should end that way too. Well, that's that.
These are my favorite things.
And then Abraham Lincoln was shot in Ford's Theater. Well, that's that.
Abraham Lincoln.
Now there's a topic of discussion.
Well, anyway. I would read so many more Wikipedia pages if they had this much character. Honestly, this has become a video of promoting that we should make Wikipedia more like this.
We should. Whoever runs this site, they got the right idea.
You know, there's simple Wikipedia, you know?
There is?
Yeah, no, if you go to any Wikipedia page and replace the EN at the beginning, or whatever country you're in, you replace it with simple, you'll get a simplified version of the Wikipedia in simple English.
That's really cool.
They should make one of these that's, like, casual. Give it to me in casual.
Give it to me in filthycasual.wikipedia.org.
There's more than one translation of the Bible.
You know how famously everyone agrees on what the Bible says?
I think you can even further confirm that this was, in fact, just a different reading of the Bible, because they do not own one. So they could not be referring to the same one as previously read. Which to me just reads as like, okay, so what you're telling me is that these people are getting sucked into this idea of the Mandela Effect causing a reality shift. And whether or not they remember it, they will still be convinced that it is a case of the Mandela Effect. So there's no way to debunk any of them.
Because if they don't personally remember it, it must mean, oh, okay, well, somebody else is from that universe.
Reality shift, yeah. When I was putting these together, I was trying to figure out, like, what cases of the Mandela Effect do I actually genuinely believe are the Mandela Effect versus a false memory. And I couldn't really tell you which ones I think are one over the other.
The difference is how you feel about it inside.
The people that remember Nelson Mandela dying in the 80s in prison, who do they remember him as then? Do they just remember him as the activist? Because he wasn't president yet.
Yeah.
So who do they know him as then?
If you're from that universe, please tell me who you know Nelson Mandela
How
as.
did apartheid end for you?
Yeah.
Wait, or we saving that for last? No, this one's coming now. The North Pole is gone. Although as we grew up and became more mature, we learned that in real life the North Pole isn't how it appears to be in Christmas movies. Like Elf.
No, this is not going where I think it's going.
No?
Please continue.
And Santa doesn't have a toy factory in the North Pole, nor is he real. We all pretty much know that the North Pole, at the very least, is in itself real. But in what ways? This is where the Mandela Effect strikes, and believe me, it's really shocking this time, and it absolutely affected me. No, see, I see your skepticism, but you're not considering that it's really shocking this time because it really affected them.
It really affected them.
It really affected them. I don't know how it affected them, but it affected them, and that means that it's real. Is the North Pole made up of snowy landmass, or is it nothing but ocean? Well, if you were like me, you'd say the North Pole is an actual place with snowy landmass. However, as you can see on Google Maps, mini globes, and 2D printed maps, the North Pole, as most of humanity knows it, never existed, as it's now nothing but the Arctic Ocean. See for yourself. WTF? But what do you remember? Feel free to tell us in the comments.
This has got to be the Mandela Effect, because just a few years ago, the Earth wasn't as warm as it is right now. There were more polar ice shelves.
No, you don't understand. They're claiming that there's nothing there. What they remember is this. They remember this.
Yeah.
This is ice. It's not a landmass. So I think they just didn't Google that. I imagine a lot of people posting this are ready, eager to jump at the chance to come up with a new Mandela Effect. This is on the globe they had as a kid.
Yeah.
And it's not on Google Maps. Where is this, Silas?
Are they also surprised when they go to, like, this area in Canada and it doesn't have big words that say North America right on it?
Well, they are surprised that this giant compass isn't in the water.
It's pointing north, but at what? There's no pole. I'm also surprised at how this just felt like a question. Is there land at the North Pole, or is it just ice? And honestly, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know what's going on at the North Pole. But, like, that doesn't make it a reality-shifting conspiracy or anything.
It just means you're not a scientist.
It just means you're not a scientist, yeah! It's just a thing you don't know.
It's like the other day, I heard, like, Italy was formed in, like, the 1800s, I think?
Yeah?
I didn't know that. I thought Italy was a much older country.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's the Mandela effect that, oh my, no, there's no, I know Italy is an older country than that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at the Italian Renaissance, right? That's a thing.
That's a thing, yeah.
I think this is further proving my point, right? Of, like, the Mandela effect feels real when it's something that feels like it's proving you wrong.
Yeah.
You rather accept that the world around you is changing than for you to just be wrong about something. This one's called This is Heavy Talk.
All right, what is it?
There is currently no text in this page. Oh, you're not ready. This one's called, wait, how long were music videos a thing for? Music videos are one of the most common ways people listen to artists they enjoy, as it provides both their favorite song and visuals. They are very big in modern day society. You can really tell how old the person is writing this based off the, like, we have to give my thesis up front.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like we're writing an essay.
Yeah, I was thinking, also there's the specifics of how long were music videos a thing for. Are children behind this?
Silas,
Yeah?
children are behind this.
Oh.
I hate to break it to you.
Okay.
You haven't solved that. Or was it children? Or is it adults now?
Wait a minute, actually. I'm an adult. But,
Did you write this?
well, here's the thing. I firmly remember being a child.
Mandela Effect. It seems there are music videos made by too many classic singers to list one by one, going as far back to Hank Williams, link here, and Elvis Presley, link here. Although a surprising number of adults who grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s remember the technology back then not being advanced enough to make actual music videos.
Well, because they
And
weren't...
It appears to them that only just recently have such classic music videos been popping up in modern media.
Yeah, they weren't music videos in the modern sense, but, like, yeah, we did film people making, like, performing.
Well, I would like to point out, they say way back in the day, of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I would understand if they were surprised, like, oh yeah, there were music videos in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
But to say it's the Mandela Effect that there were music videos in the 80s where they were, like, revolutionized.
Yeah.
Why would they have had them back in the 80s? What possible technology, what possible music TV network came out at the time that would have needed such advanced technology that we could only dream of in the 80s?
We'd need some type of music television that could perhaps create some type of video that could kill the radio star.
What did they think goes into a music video that they just couldn't do on film?
Well, do we have cameras? Check. Do we have microphones? Check.
Oh, wait, do we have music?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
But the technology's not there for a music video yet. We're gonna have to wait like 30 years. Also, this isn't even a Mandela effect. You just learned that music videos were around longer than you thought. This is a fun fact.
And I assume you asked, like, your dad or something, do you remember music videos when you were a kid? And he went,
You know, actually, this has gotten a lot more wholesome now that I'm seeing it through the lens of, like, kids writing a wiki.
They're just having
Because,
fun.
you know, they're just, like, having fun. Now it's like a kid who learned that music videos were around. Like, that's pretty cool.
My concern is, I hope these kids, and as well, I hope people coming to this website don't take this and turn it into something bigger than this.
Mhm.
I hope it's something that they just can have some fun with. It feels like this is written by people that are at that age where they're finally learning, like, how to be subversive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's where you first learn how to, like, oh, it wouldn't be funny if, like, Winnie the Pooh was smoking a blunt. You know?
Wait, oh no, you see, you say that, but I, a fully grown adult, I'm like, yeah, no, Winnie the Pooh smoking a blunt, that's quality. That's comedy right there.
You know what I mean, though. You know what I mean. It's the first time where you're like, okay, this is funny, and this is fun, and what if they were together,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I feel like they're at that age where they can, like, come up with this kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that there are other people, even older people, that can come to this website, and then we end up with a flat Earth situation.
Yeah. when I think of it through the lens of this being kids kind of having fun, kids trying to like sort through things and like explore their personality, I can't make fun of them for that.
No.
I can't fault them for that. I was the same way.
Yeah. Continuing on.
Mm-hmm.
I myself would not know because I was born in the 2000s.
Oh, okay. Oh, but that seals it.
But when you really think about it, what sense does it make to film yourself singing over 30 years before YouTube or even the internet was created? Where would you even share your videos?
We have to invent some kind of music television network. Some kind of music television network where video could kill the radio star.
What sense would it make filming yourself sing?
If we don't have YouTube, we can't film.
Listen, I understand not knowing about MTV's impact on culture.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally valid. You didn't live through it. I understand that. But you knew TV existed, right? And you knew that theaters existed.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that people watched things, at least.
Like, I imagine watching King Kong and going, what, are they trying to film this big gorilla? What? This takes place in the 1930s. What are they filming it for? They're going to put it on YouTube? That's what I was thinking, is we had a whole infrastructure before MTV where people would, you'd come on and you'd perform in like a TV show. And Elvis is another great example. Elvis made like 1 million movies, and they're pretty much all just an excuse to showcase various songs.
They would have done better on YouTube,
though. They would have.
But, like, again, there's that article where CERN goes over, like, they've actually done studies where they, like, showed people different logos.
Are you telling me that there is nothing behind the fruits in Fruit of the Loom? Not like a bundle of wheat? Not like a sunrise? There's nothing that my brain could even misconstrue as a cornucopia?
Not even the plate.
I know what I saw! That one just, it doesn't click for me.
Mandela Effect. I've saved the best for last, though.
Mm-hmm.
I've saved the best for last.
Yes.
We're now going to go into a little part of the video where we just talk about the Statue of Liberty.
There's that much on the Statue of Liberty?
Yes, there is. This one's called The Statue of Liberty Torch, no longer open.
Wait, I'm sorry. I should probably take off my hat. We're in the presence of the Statue of Liberty. It just feels polite.
You're right, I'm sorry. Many people remember going to the Statue of Liberty as kids and going all the way up into the statue's torch. However, this cannot be, because while you can still tour inside the interior of the statue, the torch has been closed ever since 1916 because of the Black Tom explosion. Edit. On Twitter, I found a conspiracy discussions thread that briefly talked about Mandela Effect changes to the Statue of Liberty. Specifically how, despite the torch apparently closing back in 1916, the guy who started the Twitter thread found a Facebook user who posted these eerie-looking pictures to the platform on October 26, 2013, saying that they are inside the Statue of Liberty torch right now.
I love the power move of being like, you can't go up to the Statue of Liberty. Thank you. And then having somebody go, oh yeah, you can't go up to the Statue of Liberty torch? I'm there right now.
Well, they're not saying that it was like a reply. They're saying that they found, these people were talking about the Mandela Effect and the Statue of Liberty and how it's been closed. And then some guy went and looked through Facebook posts of the Statue of Liberty and found a picture of somebody being like, hey, I'm at the Statue of Liberty right now.
Oh.
And then they posted this and like, well, look, this guy says he's there right now.
Oh, so all that proves is that someone at some point was able to go up to the Statue of Liberty's torch.
We're getting my favorite part. It's possible that these pictures are fake, but if they're real, ... They open a whole lot of questions. Like, how is this person able to go inside an exhibit that's been closed for over 100 years? Are they a time traveler? What's even going on anymore? Or could they be a staff member working at the Statue of Liberty and they have permission to go up there? I love Silas, they decided to go with time traveler before staff member.
Yep, that was the number one possibility.
There were two possibilities. There was staff member or urban explorer that's not supposed to be up there.
Yep. Imagine watching that video of that guy going to, like, touch the Yeti at Disney World. How do you get inside there? Is he a time traveler?
Well, here's the best part. Let's play along. Let's say they are a time traveler.
Okay.
And that they went back in time, took a picture of themselves on the top of the Statue of Liberty, and posted the picture back in the present.
Okay.
Wouldn't that mean it's not the Mandela Effect?
You're right. Wait, you're right. If they're a time traveler, then history has not changed. You still can't go up there.
Like, there's no one in this photo. There's no other people. If there was other people and, like, tourists looking, like, up there, then I'd have to start questioning, because it really does look like it's up there. Like, This looks like the gold, and this looks like the same kind of plating as this right here.
Yeah.
So we're not done.
It's just wild. Like, no one was saying you can't go up to the Statue of Liberty's torch, just that you can't as a tourist.
We're getting into some of my favorite stuff here.
Okay.
This one is called The Statue of Liberty Has Moved Locations. Now, before I go into this, do you know where the Statue of Liberty is?
Is it just called Liberty Island?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is claiming that it is on Ellis Island. You familiar with Ellis Island?
Yeah, it's never been on Ellis Island.
No.
Oh, it's because people think of the immigration stories and passing it. That's why.
Yeah.
Because the statue is deeply ingrained in stories about immigrating to America.
It goes deeper.
Oh, okay.
It goes deeper. I mean, yes. The answer is yes. But it goes deeper.
The rabbit hole just keeps going.
This one blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
The Statue of Liberty is one of, if not the, most iconic monument in the United States. They always start this way. I'm transported back to 7th grade where I had to write about, like...
Ancient Greece was one of, if not the most important civilizations that has influenced life today. In conclusion, Libya is a land of contrasts.
It was, at first, a gift from France to the U.S. and resides on Ellis Island. Wrong! Turns out, even though people remember otherwise, the Statue of Liberty is actually on Liberty Island in New York. Mm-hmm. What do you remember? Let me know in the comments. Edit. ... They love their ellipses. In a tweet I found from 2019, a user on Twitter shared this unsettling YouTube video. Get ready for the video.
Is it, please tell me it's David Copperfield making the Statue of Liberty disappear.
No, it's better. No, it's better. This YouTube video of screenshots of pictures people posted to Facebook years before the Mandela Effect became apparent to many people, showing people and their friends at Ellis Island posing in front of nothing. And in other pictures, just looking at nothing, as if since then, the Statue of Liberty disappeared from those photos. What's also odd is how even though none of these photos were taken at Liberty Island, it's tagged at Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. Mm-hmm. This really seems like proof of another reality where the Statue of Liberty is and always has been located on Ellis Island. Also, according to other people on YouTube and Twitter, it seems like we, or at least they, are going back and forth from one reality where it's on Liberty Island and a different one where it's on Ellis Island. Because some people claim only a couple weeks before they wrote said comments that the Statue of Liberty was on Ellis Island, while for others, it hasn't been on Ellis Island in quite some time. It appears like this Mandela Effect might be one of those things that changes and gets switched around in different orders of events depending on each individual person. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? The whole thing is just really strange.
Why did it get so insecure at the end? It got so insecure.
Well,
does that make sense?
I would too, because they're basically saying everyone believes this Ellis Island thing differently. It's almost like it's not a mass thing, and everyone just has their own story about this.
Also, how does the Mandela Effect work? Because before, I was under the impression that if you looked up any evidence about any of these things, you wouldn't get anything confirming you. It was all in your memory. I remember Fruit of the Loom looking one way, but all evidence is to the contrary.
That's where the conspiracy comes in.
But here's the thing. This is the exact opposite. I found a picture of someone sitting there in front of the Statue of Liberty, but it's not there. That's tangible evidence, I mean, more or less, of the thing you're trying to prove. So does the Mandela Effect come with evidence or not?
I think what they're trying to say is that CERN fucked up this time.
They were too unhappy.
I genuinely think it's the case where these people think that CERN or some government organization is covering up their tracks to make us all think that we're just misremembering.
Okay.
And that this one, they got sloppy.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
This video now that I'm going to show you, it's called Part 1. Disappearing Statue of Liberty, unphotoshopped, Facebook photos, Ellis Island, Mandela Effect.
Okay.
They got all the keywords in there.
They got all the keywords. Crocodile Dundee 2 says right there.
Yes. So Crocodile Dundee 2 actually plays a big part in this. So Crocodile Dundee 2 plays a big part in this. I need you to understand that Crocodile Dundee 2 is a big part in this.
There were a lot of things that I was prepared, like mentally prepared for you to bring to my table today. The sentence Crocodile Dundee 2 plays a big part in the Mandela Effect lore.
Of the Statue
Not
of
one
Liberty.
of them. Of the Statue of Liberty. All right, what do we got?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. So this investigation began with a Crocodile Dundee 2 movie still that someone posted and said they did not recall the statue being so close to the Twin Towers. This is 10
I love
minutes
that
long.
this is filmed in like that classic Windows Movie Maker style. Too.
Oh yeah, with the wipe. Yup, the fuckery zone. Check out this person's blog post and the disappearing Statue of Liberty from her photo in 2012 when he took the photo and posted it. I guarantee it was there. We've made it, we're on. The sights from the boat include stunning views of lower Manhattan and its exciting skyscrapers, the real Statue of Liberty, which doesn't wave to us, Ellis Island, Brooklyn, and the Verrazano Narrows Bridge.
Okay, so what that's saying is this person took a photo on their boat trip,
Yeah.
and on the boat trip they saw the Statue of Liberty, but it's just not in this photo. The photo's of Manhattan. They saw it, it just isn't in the photo.
Yeah. Next, Joshua apparently recalls the statue on Ellis Island in his history. Blog states the sites on the boat include Lower Manhattan and the Statue of Liberty. 2012 is before the Freedom Tower was built. Okay, wait a minute though. It doesn't say that.
No, it doesn't.
What it says is
On their boat ride, they saw Lower Manhattan, the
Comma.
Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island. Brooklyn's not here either.
yeah, Brooklyn
Brooklyn
not here
didn't
either.
disappear.
Exciting skyscrapers, the real Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, Brooklyn, and the Verrazano Narrows Bridge.
You have to be looking for it. Not the statue, but you have to be looking for the signs that there's something missing.
Yeah.
Because if you just read that by itself, you wouldn't think that the Statue of Liberty was supposed to be in that photo.
No, you wouldn't. Also, there's very obviously a comma between Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. They're stating that these are the things they saw.
Yeah.
This is the current timeline. The statue is located on Liberty Island as of today, March 7th, 2017. Notice the distance to the towers.
So this is where Crocodile Dundee comes in.
The Lone Freedom Tower is located where the towers were before. People who find this location of the statue off recall the statue on Liberty Island, their history.
So you've seen the problem here so far.
Is that this is a movie that shot it from a completely different angle?
Yeah, these are different angles.
Yeah.
This is from up close towards the statue.
It's on
and
this
this
side.
this is from like really far away. I think in like Jersey or something.
Yeah.
Where everything looks closer together.
Both are Google images using the search terms 9/11/01 Statue of Liberty.
I don't think this person's used a zoom lens before.
Yeah, they don't seem to recognize how a telephoto lens works. You're farther away from both the statue and Manhattan.
This is the same logic that is used for Paul McCartney and his nose not lining up in earlier pictures of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's at a different angle.
Some recall... This is the worst color font for this. Why did you choose a font and color that just blends into the photo and didn't even outline it?
It's way more authentic this way.
God, this takes me back.
Yeah.
Some recall being taught in school that the statue was always on Ellis Island. The statue in back scene here is on Liberty, although it should be closer since it's tagged on Facebook at Ellis.
So, as you can see here, it says Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, New York.
Mm-hmm.
Two possibilities, I think, here.
Yes.
One, is it's possible that Liberty Island is not considered its own town or city.
Yeah.
And so Ellis Island is actually the address of Liberty Island. I don't know that one for sure. The one I think is more likely is that you can tag things on Facebook as whatever the fuck you want. If somebody thought they were on Ellis Island, they can just put Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, New York.
Somebody could have just made the exact same mistake you're making.
I can say Statue of Liberty, Massachusetts, Kentucky, and then everyone will know it's in the city of Massachusetts in Kentucky.
Obviously, that if I remember Massachusetts, Kentucky not having a Statue of Liberty, I must be from a different universe.
Yeah.
I'm just going to bring up a Google map here. Official name, Statue of Liberty National Monument, Ellis Island, and Liberty Island. Okay, so it sounds to me like, while it isn't on Ellis Island, the two are often grouped together, especially in tours, because they're next to each other.
Yeah.
So it's not unreasonable for this to be something that people would be confused by.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that the Statue of Liberty was ever on the other island.
This video is going to start showing evidence that it was on the other island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So notice the next strange photos. Not photoshopped. Look, the people are taking photos, and there's no Statue of Liberty.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that weird?
The Statue of Liberty just isn't at this... are they on? They're on Liberty Island, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, even if they're not taking photos of nothing. They're taking pictures of the Manhattan skyline.
So these are people on Liberty Island taking photos of the Manhattan skyline. And someone has now looked at this and said, these must be people taking pictures of the statue that isn't there.
Yes.
So I just want to make sure here. The wiki was made by children. So that gets a pass.
This was made by an adult.
Yeah, this doesn't get the same pass.
No, I'm sorry.
Because when you read the wiki, you're kind of like, oh, this is just like kids messing around. They're trying to like figure the stuff out. Okay. I feel like this is made by someone who should know better.
This is what I was talking about of like, it starts with kids just having fun, and then it becomes adults that are deep in a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
And that's really scary.
That's when it gets scary.
I will say, another video on this person's channel has to do with vaccines.
Of course it does.
So that doesn't tell you everything right there.
Yep. All right, let's keep going. What we got? I personally shot these from Facebook groups, which have nothing to do with the Mandela Effect topic.
So, once again, they're at the Statue of Liberty taking a photo of themselves in front of the skyline.
Yeah. I then uploaded them onto a Mandela Effect group topic to see what the ME crowd would say. Next, you will see their reactions.
So this is where people claim that it actually is.
It used to just be on that corner.
Yeah.
Still staring toward the Freedom Tower here, and open water, which is the same direction we saw earlier in the Crocodile Dundee movie screenshot. So I went back to a Facebook group photos of Ellis Island, Statue of Liberty, etc., looking for more at the flagpole.
Looks like a good spot to take a photo.
Yeah, you get the little American flag, and you get the Manhattan skyline. Notice the Immigration Museum on the left here at Ellis with the flagpole.
What? There's a flagpole outside the Immigration Museum?
There's an Immigration Museum on Ellis Island? Another Facebook group member posted her plaque on her grandmother's wall. She had made a donation. Notice the Immigration Museum in back of the statue here. The Immigration Museum is located on Ellis Island now. But what is not there now? The statue. Yeah, because those are both two important symbols of immigration to the United States.
Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty.
They're right next to each other, and they're fundamental to the story of immigrating to America. I then was told on the Facebook group to look up the fact that tourists are not allowed in the statue's torch any longer, only in the crown. When on Ellis, tourists could also go into the torch. No, it's just a long time ago.
That's the debunking there, is people remember being able to go in the torch. No, they were able to go in the crown. That's probably where that came from. Open water or missing statue?
Open water or missing statue?
Why is he don't look anymore?
I'll play the game of Facebook.
This is the game of Facebook.
This is a lot of work to go through to just not know that these are two islands. Again, same location. Freedom Tower in the back where the Twin Towers used to be. Remember the Crocodile Dundee movie in the beginning of this video?
I'll never forget it.
I was about to say, I've never... just the sentence... It's where the Twin Towers used to be. Remember Crocodile Dundee?
2. You won't find this in the first one. It's in the sequel only.
Well, yeah, in the first one they were in Australia.
No, in the first one, the Mandela Effect hadn't taken place yet.
Yep, that sure is a picture of the guy in front of the Manhattan skyline. Freedom.
Because it's this caption. Is this freedom? This frame implies a lot.
Yeah, that's art right there. We should hang that on the wall.
That right there is the inciting, the conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part we should be worried about. Is not only do they believe this and that there's something going on, but that our freedoms are being withheld because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't remember Ellis Island and Liberty Island are 2 different islands, my freedoms are being taken from me.
It's in the Bill of Rights. The First Amendment states that the world is exactly the way I remember it, and if it isn't, that means that somebody's fucking with me.
Here are 3 more. 1. Yes, it could just be open water, and then I see that. I love when they confirm that it could be nothing.
It's like they have trouble understanding that people might just want to take a selfie in front of the Manhattan skyline.
Well, it's if you want to believe that it's true, then you would actually see it. You'd see that there's nothing to take a photo of here.
Mm-hmm. In closing, this is a satellite photo taken recently. As you can see, you can't see the Statue of Liberty. It could be anywhere.
Wait, why is this the closing image?
In closing, here's the satellite. Also, here's another one. Here is a satellite photo taken approximately 3 years ago. Notice South America, more direct south of North America. Twilight Zone? You be the judge.
What?
How was
Wait.
that? What?
Oh.
Oh, is that it's different from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here, South America is in a different spot.
Does this person know how spheres work?
Oh, this one's pretty damning. That might not even be South America. That might be...
It could be Ellis Island. There's Ellis Island. There's Liberty Island. See how they're 2 different places? And yeah. David Copperfield magic trick again? Not this time. Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela did this!
In closing, Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela was behind the Mandela Effect the entire time.
He's with CERN. What did we learn here today, Silas?
Well, we learned that the Statue of Liberty is on Ellis Island. We learned that CERN had a different logo.
We learned that Italy was established in the 1800s. Actually, we didn't learn that one.
Yeah.
We never looked that one up.
We really didn't. We didn't verify any of that, did we?
It's more likely now that could change.
Yeah.
I think we learned that sometimes people can get a little carried away with conspiracies. And if we're not careful, adults will pick up bad habits from children.
Yeah. You know, we really seem to think that it's the other way around, but if I have learned anything today, it's that adults will pick up bad habits from children.
Yeah. So, watch your parents, alright? Keep an eye on them.
Thanks for watching. Do you have any experience with the Mandela Effect? Is there anything that's really gotten under your skin or anything that you want to share? Especially anything that, we didn't manage to cover today? I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that we didn't touch.
Have you been watching the channel long and you noticed something that's changed on our videos because of the Mandela Effect? Please let us know.
They absolutely have changed. We're part of CERN.
So, in conclusion, Nelson Mandela.
Or is he?